What's up, Capoeira Nation? Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for every single of you that are listening to this Capoeira podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, if you are tuning in right now and if you are listening to this episode, please, 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 I know you're watching or I know you're listening. Okay, I know you're following me on Instagram. So please give me a subscribe on YouTube. I'm trying to get to the 100 subscribers. I know it's a tiny bit, but slowly we can grow together, and slowly I can grow even bigger. The more I grow, that means more information for you. So soon, very very soon, I don't know when, I'm going to start giving away some capoeira gear. Could be a capoeira hat, could be a capoeira shirt, could be a capoeira something. Okay, so please, capoeira sticker. If you like stickers, please give me a subscribe. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Listen to this episode. It's going to be fun. It's always fun with the Capoeira Experience podcast. Thank you so much. Let's roll. What's up, Capoeira Nation? Welcome back to the Capoeira Experience podcast. Thank you so much for always supporting the podcast. And thank you so much for listening, training, never stopping, loving Capoeira as much as everybody is being here in the podcast. Love it so much. And Capoeira love you too. So today, like always, I love connecting with the Capoeira community, and I love having new connection. Doesn't matter which country you are. I think that's the beautiful thing about Capoeira and technology, because we can connect around the world. And today, I have a special guest from all the way out of the US, all the way from Mexico, and I have Barauna. How are you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for the time and willing to share your experience with the Capoeira community or the listener out there. And so this pandemic is being around for about, I think, like 7 months now, I think.
Yeah, 6 to 7 months.
Yeah, something like that, right? And how is before we jump into any conversation, what is your social media and your class social media, so people can follow you and find you there?
Yeah, so you can find our group as Capoeira Monterrey.
Nice.
With double R.
Nice. All the way there. Go there, follow there, support give it a follow, and watch the work there, so you can see what we talk about here, right? So how is the virus around there in your area, in the city in Monterrey?
So actually in Mexico, I think it's pretty bad still, especially because there's less quantity of proofs compared to other countries. So actually statistics says that your positive rate should be around 5%.
Okay.
To consider that you're making enough proofs. However, in Mexico, we have a positive rate around 36%. That means we are doing very low quantity of tests.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's hard to tell because the data cannot be reliable this way.
Yeah.
So, right now, the economy is trying to open. Most places are right now at 50% allocation.
Okay.
But anyway, we are still having a pretty bad time.
Yeah. No, that's hard. And here in the US, it goes by state, right? And then some states are reopening, some states are staying still 50%, some states still closed. Like, for example, here in Indiana, the mayor talk about some places, some counties are gonna be 50%, some counties are completely open. In the county where I live, they are 50% capacity right now. But apparently they are gonna open the economy in Indiana, like they're gonna open again very soon. So how this is being affecting your classes? How you lose any people, or like no people at all?
Yeah, so we stopped our classes in March, late March. I was planning to keep teaching some classes until government's notice. However, students stopped attending the classes, so we had to close.
Yeah.
We tried to keep the place running Even
Yeah.
there's no classes, we try to keep it. But you know, business is business, and they
Yeah.
kick us out. Right now, it's a fruit store.
Yeah.
Then we tried to make kind of internet classes, but attendance was very low.
Yeah.
And right now, we will restart Zoom classes. We will start next Monday again.
Okay.
We have a completely new project.
Nice.
We believe many people would like to join us.
Yeah. Yeah.
What we did when this quarantine or pandemic started,
Yeah.
each professor of my group started giving Zoom classes.
Okay.
However, we all notice, and Mestre noticed, that many people don't see a value added on Zoom classes. You know, that they just don't want to pay, man,
Yeah.
for Zoom
Yeah.
classes. I don't know if you experience same.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So we started thinking about it, working on a project, brainstorming, and what we achieved after several months was to develop some kind of nationwide virtual academy.
Oh,
So
cool.
our
Okay.
project is that any student for the same rate that it is around 20 something dollars, US dollars,
Okay.
can take classes with Mestre and with the 3 professors we have. Plus, they will get some workout routine focused on
That's
strength.
awesome.
They will also get some diet set by a
Nice.
nutritionist.
Yeah. That's awesome.
We will also open a conversation club for Portuguese.
Oh,
As you know,
cool.
this is Spanish, but
Yeah.
anyway, we will open some Zoom sessions
Yeah.
to discuss in Portuguese and talk about the music and talk about some movies, of
That's
course,
pretty
movies
cool.
like Bisoru or something like that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. All
so
in
that is the
strongs.
new project. Yeah,
Yeah. Nice.
yeah,
That's
only
awesome.
strong, of course. And that is the new project, you know.
That's
So
awesome.
we are very excited. We hope people can see some value added to this type of model.
Yeah.
They can join any class for the same price at many different hours. So even if they are on a tight schedule, they can make to some class.
Cool. Cool. How many times per week?
It's Monday to Sunday right now because we are 4 people teaching, 3 professors and
Oh,
mestre.
cool. So, so he's going to be like class every day?
Yeah,
Cool. That's awesome. That's really cheap. For
yeah,
really like you gotta go and join that because $20 is not it's not that bad. It's pretty good.
yeah. And you can take classes with me. You can take classes with Profesora Tatiana,
Nice.
classes with Professor Cascão, Professor Bombado, or Mestre Franja. So I
Nice.
think it's a pretty good deal.
That's awesome. It is a really good deal. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And plus, you get to talk about some capoeira movies. And what do you mean when you talk about capoeira movies? What do you talk about those?
So I don't know about you, but I learned Portuguese by just being around capoeira.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But that can take a lot of years, right?
For sure.
But what we achieve with this project is to set some. I mean, you should start like bom dia,
Yeah,
right? Bom dia, como vai? Tudo bem? Abraço, galera. Something like
nice.
that, and you will start just talking that in Zoom classes with their students, and then telling, okay, bom dia is good morning.
Yeah,
How you doing? And explaining some things very special of Brazilian Portuguese, like a gente.
yeah, yeah,
A gente is some kind of, it's difficult to explain,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
it's common, right?
yeah.
So that is the way we are trying to make this conversations club.
Nice.
And we will include like in Netflix, you can see 3%, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen?
No, yeah. I've seen it there, but I haven't watched it.
Well, it's interesting, but the important thing is that it's Brazilian Portuguese.
Okay, cool.
So you can tell to your students, hey, go and watch episode 1.
Yeah.
Next Saturday, we will discuss about what you can catch of Portuguese.
Oh, cool. That's a good idea.
So,
Yeah.
quite simple. If some student catches a name, Daniel, which is quite different from how you pronounce it in Spanish, Daniel,
Yeah. Daniel.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is our idea. How
Yeah.
can we introduce our students to Portuguese? But also, of course, it's really important. We will discuss about some specific songs. For
Okay.
example, there's some ladainha, Retrato do Salvador.
Okay.
So that ladainha is very beautiful because it takes you to a small trip around Salvador City, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So during this conversational club, we will discuss about the ladainha. We can hear it from Mestre Moraes, but we can also show pictures of Mercado Modelo, of Ladeira do Pelourinho, Abaixado
Nice.
Sapateiro, everything that it is seen.
Yeah.
So that is the idea. We can approach in a different way to Portuguese.
Yeah, no, yeah, and it's a good idea because it's very interactive because then the student gotta watch and then listen and really pay attention. It's something different, it's very interactive. It's very different completely.
Yeah, so I mean, it's the way you and I learn Portuguese by
Yeah,
hearing,
yeah,
by asking, but just faster,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think I grew up in Capoeira, learning Portuguese too, and thankfully I speak Portuguese because once, and everybody out there, like if you only speak one language, it's very important for you to learn Portuguese because, and I talk about this in some episodes before, where if a master is in front of you and he doesn't speak your language, can be either English or can be either Spanish or can be, I don't know, Russian or anything, and he's speaking Portuguese, is going to be completely different when you understand than when somebody translate that to you, because
Sure.
somebody's gonna lose that word, and they're gonna translate what they're catching. So it's going to be like a filter in between you and the master. So it's really good for people to learn Portuguese. I think it's really great idea.
And you know what? Also, if you do capoeira and you learn Portuguese, basic Portuguese, I'm sure you can travel all over the world.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah,
You can go to China even if you don't speak Chinese.
yeah, yeah.
You can
Even if you don't
contact,
speak English, yeah,
even if you don't know Chinese or English, you can contact any member from capoeira and write some Portuguese, basic Portuguese. And if that social media manager don't know, he will ask mestre or
oh
professor.
yeah,
Then you can travel and you can speak with everybody. So it's great. You should do it.
yeah, yeah. And that's how you learn too. Like trying and practicing, and because I mean, if you just go to class, but then you close the book when you get home, or you don't do anything when you get home, that you just wasting kind of wasting time. So it's good for you to like practice and at least practice the music and all that. I think that's awesome. That's pretty cool. For $20, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's quite cheap.
Yeah, yeah, like very very cheap. That's pretty cool. And so have you lose like any people there with the virus? Like some students have drop your classes and all that.
Yeah, I mean, almost all students dropped. Just not responding anymore to social media posts. I guess they are kind of loose and with their mind in other things.
Yeah,
Of course, I'm trying to reach to them by direct message or WhatsApp, trying to get all the gangs together because my forecast is to reopen our physical academy
yeah, for
until
sure.
January. But I would like to make some batizado at spring. So I
Same.
need at least these 3 months of virtual preparation, then January to March, physical classes,
Yeah, yeah.
and then maybe try some batizado. That should be our first batizado in the city. So I'm
That's
pretty
awesome.
excited. I hope our students get excited and
Yeah,
join in.
that's awesome. That's awesome. Especially like what I've noticed too. I don't know if you've seen it, but what I've noticed is the students that went online, that have been training online, they get like they get better. I don't know if
Yeah,
because they are doing more classes and it's more access, or you can kind of be like one on one, or they're not distracted. I don't know what is specific about Zoom, but they are learning pretty quick.
in my case, I changed some kind of the class structure because, as you know, capoeira is all about feedback, right? Uh,
Correct. Yeah.
you kick, I dodge, and so on. But by Zoom, it's impossible. So I changed a little way the methodology. So at the first of the beginning of the class, I try to focus more on strength and balance,
Nice.
which are some pretty basic skills that you need to have for capoeira. So um, push-ups, burpees, planks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
strength and balance. That is, I guess, like 20 to 30% of my class. So
Nice.
that way they can improve even if they don't get any feedback from the HODA or from peer-to-peer training.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. So it's some sort of like conditioning.
Yeah,
That's
it's you
awesome.
need to focus on conditioning because
Yeah. Yeah.
they
Yeah.
don't get any feedback from playing with anybody. So
100%. 100%. No, I agree because my class goes a little bit around that when I teach online. Thankfully, I have in-person class because is we've been training in person since probably like few months after all this started, and it was just like very small class. It's just like I think we were like four only, and it was tough at the beginning, but now with the Zoom classes, they get all the access of having all the classes, and I'm even teaching more now than before.
well,
Yeah, so it's I think having the Zoom is a really really great tool that for us, and I think for the future.
yeah, I think, or my idea is later on, even if I have a studio open, I would like to broadcast my classes.
Oh, we dope.
So if
Yeah,
somebody cannot arrive because of traffic or long time commuting, they can join in from their house or anywhere.
yeah,
So it's also a way to keep in touch and keep them motivated and keep them training.
yeah,
So I'm planning to broadcast later on. I
yeah,
mean, this pandemic changed everything, and it will definitely change the way I teach.
yeah, 100%. And you mentioned something that really good, that capoeira is kind of like changing, is adapting, right? So capoeira is a very adaptive uh, form. So what do you think in the near 4 years or 2 years? You think there's going to be like any like online bachisados? How what do you think about that?
I don't think there will be online batizados. I think that what is that batizados have to be smaller. Uh, Usually you got a batizado and troca de cordas, right?
Yeah,
Sometimes that can take up to 3 hours depending on your group's
yeah,
membership, right?
yeah,
So I guess if we cannot have a vaccine and if we need to keep this social distancing, what we could do is divide. Batizado, just first chord, and then trocachicordas 30 minutes later, and so on.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, the energy is not same, I
yeah,
know, but
yeah, for sure.
if we need to keep with this kind of distancing and so on, we need to do like that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And do you see that coming though? Like anyone out there in the world can be doing like a small online bachisao. Do you see that coming?
I mean, it has happened.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know if you can remember a few years ago, very, there was such a fuss because they give a mestre diploma by a video
oh
at
really? I
the
don't remember. I don't remember.
mestre candidate home.
Okay.
Just two people and one giving the diploma to mestre. Kind
Okay.
of like,
Okay.
so, I mean, it already happened
Yeah,
without
yeah,
pandemic.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if
yeah,
somebody to do like that, they will do definitely.
yeah, yeah. Which is very tricky, right? It's a very tricky question because there are going to be people like, no, what is online? What the hell is that? And that's not the substitution. But a few years ago was like online classes, like what the hell is a capoeira online class, and then a pandemic hits and now everybody's online. So it can change, and who knows? I mean, I'm not against, but I'm not in favor. It's kind of like in the middle, but it can happen. Is I think I can see it happening, but if some people feel more comfortable and safe that way, that's probably a positive side to see it.
You know, I believe you can have court exams
Yeah,
by
yeah.
Zoom or whatever, but
Good point. Exams. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, that can happen. But
yeah.
the essence of the batizado is to introduce the student
A hundred
to the
percent. Yeah,
capoeira community.
yeah,
So it will be kind of hard to introduce a student with the capoeira community and the
How?
traditional ways. Yeah, how can you do that if there is no
For
community, right?
sure. Yeah, yeah.
And usually he will play with a professor contra mestre, maestre. So that is kind of hard also. So I think Corda exam, that will happen. I
Yeah,
think it's very possible.
yeah, I can see
However,
that.
I think it is kind of hard to keep the essence.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
some student need to change chord, okay, that can happen. But Batizado is very special. It's introduction, so
100%. Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah. Plus
I'm not sure.
the energy, and you have like people like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you've seen when there's somebody call the name and everybody starts screaming, everybody starts jumping like, ah, like the people start crying, and then it's definitely the different feeling if yeah,
Yes, it's amazing. You
yeah, yeah.
know, one of my most cherished memories is from the first Batizado. I didn't participate, however, I saw it. It was in Mexico City.
Nice.
And at that time, Capoeira Mundo Inteiro, my group, was Grupo Cachiveiro from Mestre
Okay.
Miguel. So that first time when I entered the gym, that was Mestre Miguel playing.
Nice.
So it was so amazing because it was Mestre Miguel, Mestre Cuco, which is the president of our group.
Nice.
At that time, it was my mestre contra Mestre Franja at that time, and like 5 or 7 professor and instructor. So the energy you get from entering a place like that is amazing.
Yeah,
So
it is 100%.
some things you need to keep.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. No, I agree with that. Yeah, and it's just like my idea, like because we have workshops and we have classes, and me and Professor Congo, we did some like online harder, but
Mhm.
of course it's not gonna be the same, and we said in the harder, this is not substitution of the harder, but it's a tool for us to at least interact, even if it's through a screen, at least to see a person in front of you and talk to somebody and at least smile. It's just to have fun.
Yeah, sure.
Uh, Something one of these days like popped in, and I was like, I wonder if one day there is going to be like an online bachizao. Just question in my head. I'm a very inquisitive person, and be like, I wonder if these stuff are gonna happen. And now coming back to the point of your classes, have you been training outside and outdoors? A lot of people are training outdoors now too.
Well, right now I'm not training outdoors.
Okay.
The gym I attend already opened, so I
Nice.
am just doing some weights, and that's it. Right now I don't. That is one problem with this city. It doesn't have many public spaces.
Oh, crazy. Okay.
Yeah, so it is kind of hard to get someplace, and also the
Yeah.
weather here. I mean, it's terrible because 5 to 7 p.m. you have 35 Celsius degrees. I don't know by heart the conversion to Fahrenheit for everybody in the US, but it is quite hot.
Okay.
With
Okay. 35. Yeah, that's hot.
yeah,
That's like 120, I think.
35 to Fahrenheit, it is around 100.
Okay. Okay. I was like 20 degrees off. Wait, it's hot. That's hot. Yeah.
Yeah, so
And humid, right?
it is
Is
pretty
it
good.
humid?
Come on.
Is it
Come
humid?
again. Yes, it is
Okay.
humid, around 80% humidity.
Oh, crazy. Yeah, very humid.
So it is very humid. It is very hot.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
little public spaces where you can actually practice.
Yeah.
Um, Actually, when I arrived here, I tried to do some classes outside, but nobody would attend.
Oh, y-
I mean, people here, they just don't like it. So
yeah, yeah.
that's why I haven't started again.
Yeah, yeah. And you mentioned that about like people they don't like it. How is the capoeira community in your area?
It's small. I
Nice.
think it's very, very small community. I
Okay.
think there are 2 local groups,
Nice.
one Cordal de Ouro from
Nice.
Mestre Virgulinho, and I think that's it.
Okay.
It's a
And
very,
you?
very small, and me, of course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a very small community. The city is the third largest city in Mexico,
Oh
so
wow.
it's
Okay.
quite a big city,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we are all spread around the city, so it is kind of hard
yeah. Okay.
to get
And
together. But before the pandemic, there used to be some jodas on
oh
Sundays with all the groups.
yeah,
So they're good.
yeah. Nice, nice. They will be back. I'm pretty sure. Everybody, every single person I talk to is craving a hoda right now. Every
Yes,
single
yes,
person is like,
yes. So I'm quite sure as soon as possible we will make some joda with all the groups in Monterrey.
oh man, those hodas are gonna last hours because everybody's gonna want to play and everybody wants to like be jumping around and everybody's gonna be really, really happy when that happens.
I hope so.
Yeah, yeah. And uh so you haven't been training in person at all, like even outside, I mean outdoors, indoors.
No,
Okay.
I mean we've been training in person,
Okay.
me and my wife.
Oh
We
cool,
we
okay.
take Zoom classes with our maestre.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh cool.
of course, Mestre noticed that we are together, so Mestre said, "You do it in person."
Yeah.
That is the way we are training right now. But
Okay.
I mean,
That's
not
what training, yeah.
very. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, at least like I said before, like we have the Zoom, uh, and it can help to connect us with anyone around the planet. The entire world is connected through Zoom.
Yeah, honestly, Zoom has been amazing, and
Yeah.
kind of we discover Zoom with our master because at some point he told us, "Hey, let's just join for some chat on Saturdays."
Yeah.
All master and professors, we all live in different cities, so
Nice.
that never used to happen.
That's awesome.
We only get to chat or to join together at batizados or
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
course. But now every week, every Saturday, we join together. We discuss things. We learn together. We make some plans, make new
Yeah.
projects.
That's
So
awesome.
Zoom has been great for us, at least master and professor.
Yeah.
It has been great that in that sense.
That's awesome. No, that's awesome. And like I've done classes with people in Brazil and in California and all around the Colombia. I've done classes. I don't know, man. It's really, really cool. It's a really awesome tool, and hopefully, the entire Capoeira community still keeps it, even when this goes away. Because it's gonna be a point where it's gonna go away. But hopefully, we keep it because I think it's a really, really good tool for us to keep the connection.
Yes, yes. I hope we don't need to do it. We just want to do it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Join
Good
them.
point. Really good point. Yeah, yeah. You just want to do it. Yeah, yeah. I like it. I like that. And
Yeah.
uh how is the reaction for you to teach online, or you think it's a hard feedback on like students to keep the motivation of your students?
You know what I do to keep the motivation is I I make some challenge for them.
Oh nice.
So as I mentioned, I changed a little bit the structure of the class to make it more conditional,
Yeah.
more kind of getting to physical condition. So the challenges I make for them are in that sense. Uh, I think that the top challenge everybody like is called Death by Burpee.
Oh man.
So you have 20 minutes. Okay, guy,
Okay.
check it out. You have 20 minutes. First minute, you have to do one burpee. Second minute, you need to do two burpees.
Okay.
Third, three burpees, and so on.
Yeah.
But when you arrive to the maybe 15 minutes, you're dying, man. You cannot do 15 burpees after the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you don't achieve the same burpees as the minute you are in,
Yeah.
you will pay with some push-ups or some
Oh
sit-ups.
man. Yeah, people are gonna die for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So the clock stops when you finish your all your burpees and all your depth.
Oh man.
So
Well, that's
it's
awesome though.
really
That's pretty
really
cool.
really challenging
Yeah.
physically and mentally.
Yeah, for sure.
Our students has been really 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 motivated because of that. I have like 3 to 4 challenges. I change it every week.
Okay.
So they just report to me, I improved 1 minute, I improved 30 seconds from this challenge 4 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago.
That's awesome.
So that is the way they are being motivated, because
Yeah.
I mean, we have no rota, we cannot play music, we
Yeah.
cannot
Yeah.
kick each other. So
Yeah.
only kind of physical challenges we can make.
Yeah, for sure. And but everybody's going to be flying when they get back to the hot. Everybody's going to be playing a lot because they build up this stamina to play, and then
Yeah, sure.
that's burpees, they kill you, man.
Yeah, that is the purpose. That is the purpose.
Yeah.
They need to have strength, stamina, and mobility.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Yeah.
3 basic things. So if we can develop this from home, when we get back, they will be in much more greater shape than when we left the classes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. And to wrap it up, is a little bit of time. What would be one single advice for the to the capoeira community? Everybody listening to this podcast right now.
I will start the advice with one phrase I really love. So this phrase I heard from Ford Executive is step up to your greatness. That means if you're lucky, more than one time in your life, you will face something that looks impossible to do it. But just keep the faith, keep working strong, and you will achieve. So we are capable of much more things than we can imagine. So my advice for everybody is believe, step up to your greatness, and even these times are hard, you will succeed. You just take care of your body, eat well, train well, have faith, and you will succeed, I'm sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I like it. I like it. Yeah, because is if at the end it's just hard, right? Because it's so many questions right now with this pandemic going around. It's like, when is this gonna happen? When is this going to stop? When are we going back to classes? When are we start traveling to bachisados? Because everybody start missing bachisados too. But like you said, you also got to keep it the belief of you can get better, and I really like that of aim for your greatness. I really like it.
Yeah, thanks. So
Yeah.
that's the advice. Tika dika.
Yeah, nice. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your experience all the way from Monterrey, and then let's keep in touch. Let's keep talking. What is your social media again, so people can find you?
Yeah, sure. They can find our group as Capoeira Monterrey with double R, because it's in Spanish. So
Yeah.
Capoeira Monterrey.
Nice.
They can find there.
Nice. And where people can find those $20? Is that monthly, by the way?
Yeah, it is monthly.
Okay.
It's monthly. So you just send me direct message. Right now, we haven't considered going international, but I'm sure somebody in the group has a PayPal account.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we can make it happen.
For sure. And
so just
that way.
DM, and that's it.
Yeah, because so somebody in China probably is listening, and the podcast made all the way to China, so you know.
Yeah, I know. I've heard them.
Nice. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for keep teaching, man. Let's keep it up.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and let's keep it up.
Yes, thank you so much, man. Have a good night. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for getting this far. Remember, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up on Facebook or YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is going to help us and help me to get bigger numbers and bigger subscribers, so we can give more information. Okay, please, if you're listening, I know you're listening, I know you're watching, please give me a subscribe, give me a like. Okay, I know you're watching right here or listening. All right, have an amazing day. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening every single episode, especially the episode we just did. All right, thank you so much. Peace.